Okay, has anybody tried to pee on you before?
Yeah.
Has anybody tried to pee on you?
I have been on many people.
Pee on men? Okay, so today I have a local who also lives here as well. We're gonna be asking some questions. First things first, you want to use your. You don't want to use your real name, obviously, right?
No.
Okay, so do you want to go with the name? You want to go with the letter M?
Yeah.
M is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we got M with us. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you a few questions. I want to see if you understand what I'm asking you. So, back in the States, right, they have something called passport bros, which is.
I have heard about it.
You heard about it, right?
Yeah.
Which is black men that come overseas to have relationships with women, whether it's for relationships or for work. How do you feel about that?
We don't mind. We're just chasing dollars.
Okay, so you're chasing dollars.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so you heard it here first. Out here
But I
chasing.
have heard about passport bros that they're supposed to be looking for a relationship with a regular woman.
A relationship with a regular woman. Okay.
Yeah, and they try with Latinas because they are more, humble or easy to manage.
Right. Okay. Do you believe that to be true? Do you think it's true?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
But not it. It can be true while the girl is in her country.
Okay.
But as soon as they're taken to another to a state, and they get their papers and everything, it changes.
Things change, right?
Yeah,
so basically, if you take a girl from any of Latin America, you take them to the United States, everything changes.
Of course.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think like a person, like let's just say me, right? I live in the States. You think a person like me could go get into a relationship?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and when I say get a relationship, I mean in the sense of, can I get into a relationship with a woman from here?
From Colombia or whatever.
Okay. Oh yeah.
It's what I tell you. Well, the girl is in her country. It's very different because our culture is different. For example, she's not gonna making the amount of money that she can make in the States.
Okay. Right. So basically for more or less majority is about getting money so they can survive and live, right?
Yeah, and as soon as they get there, they see more opportunities, they meet new people,
Okay. So, but
they can't feel tempted by, a richest guy or whatever.
But do you think it's possible for that? Because there's a specific question I'm asking. Do you think it's possible for a guy in United States to actually have a full-fledged relationship, talking about getting married to somebody here? And do you think that person, once they get to the United States, that they would just leave them to find some other, let's say, Latino man in the United States?
Yeah, everything is possible in life.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I got another set of questions for you.
Okay.
You can choose to answer it or you don't have to answer it. I just want to know a few things. So how often do men, now, it don't gotta be black, it could be anybody. How often do the men pay for?
Every day. Every
day? Okay. Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you a worker?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like your job? Yeah, you can be honest. If you like your job, you like your job. If you don't like your job, you can hate it, but you still do it because of the money.
Yeah. Have a good time.
You have a great time. Okay.
How many things? I have many things to be, how to say, thankful.
Yeah,
thankful for my job.
Okay. So my next question is there going to be ever a point where you step out from being a worker?
What did you say again?
Is there going to be a point where you're going to step away from it? Are you going to be done with it in the future? Or are you going to continue as long as possible?
Wow.
You didn't think about that?
I'm thinking about that.
You never thought about that. So you gonna do this till you 50?
No, not at all, not at all. No.
Okay, so I'm asking. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. How long do you think you
I can continue working?
realistically?
You want to 30, 35 or 38 or 37, more or less. More than that is harder. You know, when you get older, it's harder.
I know.
Yeah.
That's because men, we typically like women who are young. Like
yeah, of course, yeah.
Right. So, okay. So when let's say that time happens, what will you do? Or what do most people do when that happens? What do most workers do once they hit that age?
Yeah, most of us have our careers. Many people think that we're, you know, just stupid girls that keep spending money, but some of us, you know, have our careers.
Mm-hmm. So you have something else besides this. This is just a very good side job.
And most of us start our own businesses. Our own business or buying properties and everything.
Okay. So there's more to it than just you're getting money for you're buying properties.
Yeah, many of us, you know, buying properties in Colombia, or they have their own business in Colombia, and they can run for here or go back and forth.
Okay, that's
most
good.
Of us, you know, we have a regular life in our country. Most of us are married. Some have you know, boyfriends, kids, and everything.
Okay, now I'm not gonna ask if you have a boyfriend or not, but let's just say you had a significant other. Are they like? Let me ask you. Let's generalize the question, right? So the generalized question is most workers' boyfriends okay with what they do?
Most of them don't know what they do.
Okay, good. Okay.
Most of them don't know.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. So here's the problem, right? In the United States, right, our women, right, specifically some of our skin tone, not just black, but it could be white, Spanish, it could be whatever. They say that the men that do this are weirdos and lames because they want to come over. We, like us, like as men, we want to come over here and talk to you guys, right? As compared to dealing with the women back home. But what they don't know is the same way how you are doing your job, there's 50, 60, 80 million, however much people in the United States doing it. These girls are doing the same exact thing. The thing that I can't get is that they try to shame y'all for it. And they try to shame us for wanting to mess with y'all. But on the vice versa end, you know, everybody does it. It's a world thing. It's been happening for years, you know? So the only reason why I'm saying that is because it leads on to my next question, which is, have you came across any men that are weird when you do what you do? Came across any guys who are like, you know?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so right, did you come across any men that do weird things?
Weird things?
Yeah. Like creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy? Like
yeah, I know, I understand, yeah.
Okay.
There are nasty people everywhere.
A lot of nasty people? Okay, so now we get into it. What was the nastiest thing a guy done to you? What was the nastiest thing a guy done to you?
I have done?
No, that you did or he wanted you to do. What was the nastiest thing?
Come on, we're working, so it depends on what you're willing to do.
Okay, has anybody tried to pee on you before?
Yeah. Huh?
Has anybody tried to pee on you?
I have peed on many people.
Pee on men?
Yes. Yeah.
When you say pee, you
talking about regular pee. Yeah.
Regular pee.
And they swallow it. Yeah. It was a guy.
That's okay. Nothing.
But I have heard many stories. Not mine, but from many other girls that I know.
Okay.
Nasty stories.
Okay. Now let's go back to. Let me ask you another question. You plan to get married one day, also, right?
I hope, yeah.
Okay. I want that for you, honestly.
Huh?
I want that for you. I want that. Okay. Because some people they don't think that, you know, once you get that, when you're in this line of work, you can get married, or it's hard to get married. What do you think? You think it's hard to get married as a worker?
I don't think it's hard.
You don't think it's hard?
Because many guys come from other countries and they really want to have something with you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you're not in love,
so
it's not easy.
Right.
But sometimes love comes.
Sometimes love comes.
Yeah.
So
it comes with the time.
Okay. So basically, it's just you're here for a fun time, not a long time. And if you're looking for a long time, how does a guy find okay, let me say it better. How does a guy find a love overseas or in a different country? How does he find it? What do you think?
The thing is that they should be willing that they're gonna have a long distance relationship.
You think long distance don't work?
If you come for a week or 2 weeks, you're not gonna know the woman, and you're not gonna get the girl in that time.
Exactly. What about people who live here now? What do you think? If they live there, do they have a better chance?
Huh?
If they live, so the next question is: if the person, let's say a black man or a white guy, if he lives in that country, does he have a better chance of finding the person to marry or no?
Sure.
Is it easier or is it harder? Are they still after them for the money?
Easier for you because you're gonna have more time to spend with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So the more time you spend with her, the more you're gonna get to know her, and the more she's gonna get to know you. Mm-hmm. That's how love works. It's about moments.
Okay.
It's about experiences.
Okay.
That's love about.
So love. Okay, no problem. I think love
is not gonna come by Western Union. Yeah, it helps a lot.
Okay. Because love don't equate money. I'm just putting that out there. Love is not equivalent to money. I'm just saying a lot of girls have a crazy expectation, but yet if you ask them,
they're used to a luxury lifestyle.
How can you be used to a luxury lifestyle, but yet you don't have the money to live that luxury lifestyle?
Expectations.
Exactly.
And social pressure.
Mm-hmm. That's so fine. So social pressure.
Social pressure.
But hear me out though. If it's social pressure, and we know it's social pressure, and they're listening to everybody else, right? How do you think that affects everybody, the rest, like men? Like, how do you think that affects men? Because now, I have to have everything, and like when I say that, I have to have a nice car, I have to have a great luxurious home, I have to have a job that pays so much money, and then I have to spend the hard-earned money that not just me but everybody else works for. And once they spend that money, the girls want them to spend that money on them. And then, so the problem is not that the men won't do it, is that the women are ungrateful.
That's another way of prostitution.
Say it again. That's just another way of.
That's another way of prostitution.
Okay then. So for example, right? So for example, right? If I go out,
what it is.
If I go out and I buy a girl a car, now I'm not doing that. I'm just saying. Let's say I buy a girl a car, right? Yeah. She will be upset that the car is not the car that she wanted, instead of being grateful that she got anything. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case for the women back home. I'm just saying that you see it so much, it's become normalized.
All right, so this is what I believe in, right? Like, it's like, if you're gonna be the type of bitch that like a nigga, you want a nigga to take care of you and everything, but it's like, all right, you have to like pick a balance. Like, it's like you cannot just be a bitch that is like, oh, my man take care of me, he does the bills, but it's like, what do you do? What are you contributing? Like, it's like, all right, like you can't be complaining like, oh, I cook, I clean every day. It's like, okay, but you don't work, you don't contribute to the house. So I just feel like it's like, and like sometimes people be like, oh, so this is like really controversial, right?
Go ahead.
I feel like it's very controversial when like be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right, so if you and your man make the same amount of money, right, but only your man is the one that paying all the bills, how y'all ever gonna save up to like buy a house or buy a business? Because he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like certain things is like a joint thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it works together. But I just be feeling like sometimes people, like the internet really be having people fucked up from like real reality type shit. So it's like, all right, so your mom and dad used to work every single day, right? Mm-hmm. So your mom and dad used to work every single day so your mom could save her money and buy purses and your dad just pay all the bills. That's not how it works. This is either your mom was in the house cooking and cleaning every day, your dad was working, or they was both working to pay both the bills. Like y'all be acting like y'all don't know what the fuck that is like no more. Like come on.
And your mom money was your dad money, and your dad money was your mom money.
Like it was like that.
It was
like it's like that's why I'm saying like I'm not a feminist anymore because it's like sometimes it's like y'all bitches don't be living in the real world.
Right.
Y'all not living there.
Y'all be talking about my money is my money and his money is my money. Shit.
I mean, my money is my money, his money is my money. But like, my money is my money. Like, my money is my money and his money is his money. But it's like, you know, like it's like we both spent money on each other and everything. And it's like if we want to go and everything, it's like all right, like if we're gonna buy a house, like let's go half and half. And it's like if we're gonna buy,
it's not a one-way street.
It's not a one-way street. Like it's like if we're gonna buy like crazy expensive furniture, it's like all right, you buy the couch and I buy the dining room set. Like it's a both thing. Like it's a both thing. Cause then when you leave, like bitch, you really leave for nothing. Cause you was like, hey, but he has to pay all the bills. Well, you're divorced and you don't got no house, no nothing. You don't got shit. You got shit. You don't even got a couch, bitch. You don't even got a couch. That's my thought. I'm really old school. I'm old school.
I'm old school too.